What's up, guys, and welcome to Ivar's Fly Workshop. Today we are going to be tying a fly by my mentor and master in this sport. Actually a variation of that fly, because it is not easy to get the materials for the original one, but this is how the variation looks, and we are going to tie that. It reminds you, of course, of some sort of variation of pheasant tail, but it is a variation of another fly called Veiðidís that would be turned out to be translated as the fishing goddess, or the goddess of fishing. But I'm using a classic waxed 8/0 Semperfli thread in black, and I'm using a wet fly, classic wet fly hooks from Arex, and it will be in number 10. So I start to put the thread on the hook shank. I'm using actually a silver bead, but bronze, silver, gold will do as well. And yes, remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You will find the video, the descriptions, and the pattern of the fly in the video description. And I am using a 0.9mm copper wire for this fly from Semperfli, and you will also find instructions in the description of the video about how you can support the channel. That will be very helpful, because it's like it cost, I'm still paying off the camera I'm recording this on, so I'm investing for you guys, and it will be very appreciated to get some profit back. So for the underbody of the fly, I'm using a TNC yarn. You can use any kind of wool for it. It's just to make the body thicker. That's the only thing it's doing. And later on in the video, we'll see we have to add a little bit more of that. Actually, the rest we snipped away. As said, the Veiðidís, or the fishing goddess, by Jóns Sigurðsson, my mentor, he told me about that fly, that he wanted to make a fly that was improved, like improving the skills of the pheasant tail by Sawyer. And that is something which I would say there you're going to really to jump into the deep end of the pool. But it is unbelievable how much this fly is going to catch. For the back of the fly, we are using a pheasant tail, just like a brown pheasant tail. You can kind of mix the colors of it, you know, you can use a darker tones in the pheasant tail. And I'm using a little bit different color of that pheasant tail, a more reddish color for the body. And you have to tie the tippets of the feathers in to be able to have it like long enough to cover all the body, because the body is going to be a little bit thick. And at the end, when we've done everything, we'll finish it off with a peacock collar, but not just yet. 1 or 2 strands of peacock hearl is going to do the color of the fly. I know, as I said, it reminds you a lot to pheasant tail fly. So we start to wrap this one around, but I am gonna use up all the material for the underbody. I have 1 strand left, and we're going to add that one in to make the body even more fatty. It's like a chunk of food for the fish. So when you're done with that, we'll snip away this end here. Originally, this fly is tied with a Lady Amherst, natural Lady Amherst fibers in the body, mixed with Peacock hearl. That is the original Veiðidís, or the fishing goddess. I do not have this Lady Amherst here, but Jón gave me some flies, and I'm imitating just a fly. This fly is just imitating something that he gave me, and he said to me that that is a variation of the fishing goddess. It's a great name, and that, believe me guys, that fly delivers. Both that one I'm speaking about and the one we are tying right here. I would say Jón definitely knew his game. Absolutely. He's probably top 5 best anglers that was in Iceland, trout anglers. He was just next level. Watching him cast a fly and fish, and just probably something like playing football with Maradona or Messi. It's unbelievable. Very skilled tyer. He understood so well what he was doing, both casting, all the presentation for the fish and everything. He just mastered the sport. With the copper wire, we are going to bring that over the back of the fly and the body. So we built up like a little tiny butt of it, but then we will start to wrap it on the body, and we are going to wrap it in quite tight because we want to reinforce this fly to be able to hold more than only a couple of fish. And then we will helicopter off the wire. And as I said, yeah, this is it's one of my favorite patterns to fish. It's a great spring pattern, and I caught lots of fish with this pattern. That's why we are covering this in a video here. To finish off the tying itself, we are tying in this, it's 1 or 2 strands of peacock hearl for the color of the fly. It makes it, it makes it looks better with it. You could actually technically do some dark green crystal, dot for it. This is an original fly by Jón. The only difference is the gold bead. And believe me, this bloody works. It's amazing fly. I'm gonna now wrap the make the color of the fly, and kindly ask you guys to support the channel if you can. You'll find the link, the paper links in the video description. The reason for that is simply I invested probably close to 2,500, somewhere between 2,500 and $3,000 in equipment to make this channel possible. I do not have any subscription thing or anything. You can actually do subscriptions on the PayPal, monthly subscription, but if you like that, please do that. But I'm not like demanding that so you can watch my videos. They're going to remain free, and we'll make a show about it why they are free and will be free for life. With finishing and that stuff, the head varnish I put on the fly, that is it's coming right here. That is just a normal clear varnish, and I place it on the body of the fly here. It's gonna sink in. It's gonna drink in the varnish, and it's gonna reinforce the fly, and it's gonna make it shiny and a little bit darker looking in the water. So I think we're good for today. The fishing goddess variant is right here. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, of course. And I will see you guys in the next video.